I guess a more accurate example would be the bear robots in the final level of this game. I mean, they shoot a little projectile towards you when you're trying to go up and up and up. But you'll see that later, I believe.
Oh, I'm sure. I haven't gotten any Chaos Emeralds yet, at all. Period. But I do
with a very swell game over. Continue screen when you finish the game.
Yeah.
So, wait, did that come out right? No, it didn't. Whatever. I don't want to. Okay.
I'm gonna do my best to show off as much as possible. And since I know the code for getting the level select, I will do my darndest. I do hate, one of the things that I hate is that there's times when you're underwater that Sonic's jump is gimped.
Yep.
Like it just doesn't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
it just doesn't want to jump.
You're in almost zero gravity.
Right.
Your jump is going to be slow, but it's going to go higher, of course. I mean, why do you think astronauts train underwater? Because it's the closest to space as they can get on Earth.
Right, and I feel like there's times when you're trying to jump out of the water where it just doesn't want to give you any sort of jump height, which is more annoying than it should be.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, it's just another challenge aspect.
Right. It's just part of the game. It's just another thing that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Have you actually ended up playing the Game Boy Advance port? I did that the first time I played through this level too. But that's okay. We keep it moving.
Game over.
If you don't get any continues, you get sent back to the start screen. You get continues by
by collecting 100 rings. Yeah. No wait. Oh dang. I have been away from this game for the longest time. I even forgot how it works. Forgive me.
Yeah, it's fine. I until like Sunday, I started doing test playthroughs. I had been through.
I'm sounding like the idiot.
I had been away from it for several years, and like the way continues work is you go into the special stages and you can collect coins in the special stage. Rings. Yep. Rings is what I meant. And
hey, we all make that mistake.
Yep.
I've seen expert commentators make that same mistake. So don't beat yourself up, man.
Well, if you've seen any of our Mario Party stuff, Trey continuously calls stars coins and coins stars, and
I can't help it.
Apparently currency is just not something he understands.
Currency is a generic thing. Honestly, it is.
Pretty much, yeah. If I'm gonna make this jump,
in some Metal Scrolls games, it's either septims or gold.
Right. Feel good about myself. I can eat food tonight, and now I'm gonna die.
And now you're gonna. Nope. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh boy. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make it? Oh, good.
Only
I can feel it.
Only the most suspense with console freaks.
Yeah.
But the Game Boy Advance port of Sonic 1, it was called Sonic Genesis. It had a lot of like really big problems as far as
what? But why though?
The Game Boy Advance port for Sonic 1. It had a lot of screen crunch issues, where like things that you'd be able to normally see in say the original port of the game were just like impossible to foresee. And it was most like, from what I've played of it, it was most glaring in Labyrinth Zone, because they already have some stuff that you kind of just have to react to. But at least you get a little bit of that was good. At least you kind of get a little bit of notice when you're trying to react to stuff. But in that game, in that port, it just didn't happen. No time to react whatsoever.
Now, which act did you have me play whenever?
I had you play Act 3 because
Okay.
I didn't feel like being in pain alone. Misery loves company. So the last part of Act 3, I feel is it just kind of serves, like I had said earlier, my biggest problem when it comes to levels like this is where it makes you it takes away the momentum aspect of it and makes it more of a hindrance than, a help.
Yep.
Because, like, particularly with Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone, that's what it feels like. It feels like going fast is going to lead to your own demise. You have to really take your time and look at your surroundings and in order to be able to react appropriately.
Yeah, this isn't Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Nope. You can't do that stuff. You gotta actually take time and be patient.
Yeah, so but since the game is so based off of this, momentum mechanic, it's kind of this weird contrast, and I think that's why Labyrinth Zone in particular is probably one of the hardest levels in the game, even though it's only, World 4 or Stage 4 of 6. You still have Starlight and Scrap Brain after this. And I've never had, I have, in the times that I've played, I've game overed probably, dozens of times at Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah.
I don't think I've game overed once at Starlight. And I maybe did once on Scrap Brain. But it's just it's because those levels are more designed around, the momentum side of things.
And it also gives you a chance to relax after stressing out over this level.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Which is always good. It's good to have a little bit of, boy, I wish I would go into a spin jump. That'd be great. It's always good to have a little bit of downtime between difficult levels.
Oh, well, that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean. May I mention another completely unrelated game?
Oh, go for it. Tangents are
Amnesia,
welcome.
The Dark Descent. There was a level in which you were running away from some invisible monster or something like that. You can only tell how close it was by the sounds and the looks of splashes in the water. You're running away, basically running away from your own paranoia. And after that hectic chase, you're greeted with a very calm and, well, kind of disturbing, but still very calm environment called the Sanctuary.
Yeah.
It's just this big wide room with a little fountain near some windows, and you got this peaceful music playing, like you're in paradise or something. You have a chance to relax. Then, I mean, yeah, that's your chance to relax right there. And then you got to go back to being chased by monsters. But hey, there's always that.
It's the circle of life.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, I'm like not wording in the best way possible, honestly. But
You're doing
like
fine.
to get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay.
You're doing absolutely fine.
Right.
We don't know how to word either.
It's better than what I normally do.
Trey stutters. It's hilarious.
Aha! It's hilarious.
But I mean, if you still don't get what I mean, you could look up a no commentary playthrough and see for yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a lot of games that do that kind of thing, that give you this incredibly hard thing to overcome, and then reward you with about 10 seconds of reprieve, and then, well, throw you back into the incredibly hard thing that you were having to overcome.
Yeah.
I usually miss that a few times before I actually am able to get through. But that particular waterfall section thing, that can be a really big pain in the butt when. Yep.
Yeah, the
That's
first time
weird.
you was having me play through this, I didn't know that you had to jump, so I just kept going and going and going until you were like, well, you
Yeah.
have to jump. I was like, okay.
I probably saved him about 20 minutes trying to figure out what the hell he was doing because he was just sitting there jumping. Boy,
Yeah.
I hope that there's a... Oh, please. Ha!
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Again.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. And that's my
I mean, no
that's my
horror game
reward.
can... I mean, almost no horror game or horror movie can put me through that much terror
As
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 running out of time to get an air bubble in a Sonic game.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a
I
different
mean, there
kind
is
of
no
terror.
there's almost no greater fear than that.
It's a different kind of terror. Because, like, one thing that I notice is that with games that have those kind of mechanics where it makes you tense because it can kill you, the reason why it makes you so tense is because you're, like, in movies and stuff, your life's not really dependent on it, on, like, what happens to the character. You're just feeling for the character. And I'm probably going to die.
I think you should be all right. Because
Yeah.
the last...
Oh,
yeah,
never mind. I've had times where the water just kept rising and left me there to die, which is fantastic. I don't mind sitting there and being ready to die. That's
Oh, no.
just my life in a nutshell.
And whenever I was playing through this part, like, that had happened to me, but then the water came right back down whenever it got to 1.
Yeah,
I was
you want
about
to see
die.
nervous? When he played this part, right? That section that I almost died at, or the section where the water left, he ended up. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, and now you get all the invincibility frames. That's nice.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
we
Oh man, I feel this part too well. This is the part I was dreading.
Yeah.
this part.
Oh boy, this part.
I believe when I was doing my test playthroughs, this particular part, I probably spent the upwards of 2.5 hours. And it's an
Oh, boy.
embarrassingly long amount of time because it's longer than the entire rest of the playthrough. But the reason why, it just, like, when you die a couple times, it just starts weighing on you, and you get frustrated, and you start making, like, easy mistakes. And this is really a section that flourishes on taking your time and timing up your jumps, making sure that you don't do anything that's going to gimp your jumps, make it harder to avoid the obstacles, and just in general, it's really a force majeure when it comes to the timing.
Yeah.
But I beat this relatively unscathed. Actually,
Nice.
I'm
You died only once. That's a record.
usually
I mean, I died like 5 times trying to get that there. I spoke in Eldritch languages while doing so.
Oh yeah, when I was doing my test playthrough, my wife was sitting on the at the other end of the room. She was playing Super Mario 3D World,
Oh no.
and she had to put in headphones because I was getting a little bit salty at it.
Just
A little's an understatement.
Yeah. When I salt, I was like Wendy's fries levels of salt.
I'd say McDonald's levels. Cause
No,
well, McDonald's levels when I'm putting salt on the fries.
I love this stage. The music is just sublime.
It's a very pretty track.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a very good.
You see, even when you die, you're not that frustrated.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit less intense than Labyrinth Zone, which makes you want to pull your hair out and the nearest person.
Because you actually have space to run.
And again, speaking long dead languages that no one even knew existed.
Yeah,
Don't do that with this level. You're speaking just plain old whatever your native language is.
universal language,
Just
English.
be normal.
Mhm.
I'm actually really surprised that I was able to beat that enemy without getting hit.
Yeah.
This is really where the game picks up, again, because like when you get to Marble Zone, it starts to slow down a little bit. But you get the option to get some speed. You get the option to take some multiple pathways, which brings to mind another point. Being able to like choose how you progress through these stages, there's always multiple ways of progression.
Yep.
And that's something that I've really enjoy about the Sonic series, is that they give you those options for progression. And and being able to deal with various obstacles in the manner that you best see fit, rather than trying to railroad you. Ooh, late game special stage. Yeehaw.
Great, you're gonna have one Chaos Emerald by the time the game's over.
Oh, I think you're giving me way too much credit.
Okay, you might have one.
Maybe.
I could get some rings, maybe.
Just a little bit.
Might get a continue.
Rings
That'd
are
be
good.
nice. That'd be nice.
And okay, I was afraid of the.
You were afraid.
I mean, I'm just really laggy on this end
Ah, yeah.
for some reason.
Because we're using screen share too. Please, I would love. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
And I gotta
you got it.
continue too.
You got
Nice.
it.
Yay!
See, you got
I
a
can
Chaos
eat food
Emerald, didn't ya?
tonight.
Okay.
I won't have to starve myself so that I can do good in video games.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for myself.
Motivational tactic. Oh yeah, I got a pizza waiting for me when I get done this recording session.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Just roll
I
right
know the
up.
Chinese.
The roll is the best way to avoid incoming, well,
Those
issues.
things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can't jump them. Can't attack them. All you can do
You
is
just gotta wait for them to kill themselves.
Yep. All you
Very
gotta do
morbid.
is just accept your inevitable demise,
Either that or become one of them.
or become one of them. Yeah.
Disguise yourself.
Yeah, if I become one of them, you mean a charred corpse.
Yeah,
Oh
pretty
my
much.
gosh, I'm sorry. I am very. I'm getting pretty dark, aren't I? Trust me, I am not usually dark.
It's all good. We don't really. A joke is a joke. We don't really get upset at jokes because they're jokes.
If it's funny, I
There
will.
are kids watching this.
I hope not.
There are kids watching everything.
Yeah.
Parents, what are you doing wrong? Why would you let your
Everything.
kids watch my commentaries?
Let them read a book or something.
Yeah, read a book. people.
Make them play the game.
Here you go.
Yeah.
To be a punishment.
Yeah,
I
that'd
would
be
do that as a
good
punishment for my kids.
They're
It's like,
not
okay, if you're gonna misbehave, you get to play Castlevania 3. Don't come out until you're done.
Yeah, and you won't see them for centuries.
Do it without
Or at
losing
least
You're
a
not
decade.
you're not allowed to eat until you're done with Castlevania 3.
with a no-hit run.
No hit run. That's like if they get like in jail.
Yeah. Not
That's
allowed to
that's
eat.
capital punishment.
Here's a better punishment: no dinner until you beat the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time,
Oh no, that's too much, man.
and then you'll see them as a Gibdo.
Do you want them to die?
That-
not
no
Ocarina.
game facts.
Oh,
We-
my bad.
That's if you're gonna do it, it's got to be a true punishment. No guides, no game
Yeah.
genies. This
Blind
is
run.
Right. Straight up experience.
yeah, 3 heart run.
Mhm.
I'd have respect for my children then.
Yeah, you would actually. Like,
I can't
damn,
do it.
You did that?
I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
No. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good lag.
Son, for 1 year you get to do anything you want.
For 1 year.
Yeah, I don't want to get it. I don't want it to go to get to your head. Whatever. See, I can't even speak right. That's how impressed I am.
I gotta say that the boss fights in this game have never really given me any trouble.
Well, they're not supposed to, really. I mean,
Yeah, it's
they're
kind of a
supposed to make you use a brain,
refreshing.
and that's it.
It's kind of refreshing considering like the difficulty that the rest of the game has to offer.
Yeah. Again,
It's pretty easy to find patterns in the game.
Yeah, they seem relatively simple.
yeah.
So is
You know Zelda does that too.
Yeah. No damage.
He just doesn't
That
learn.
if that bomb would have exploded and clipped
24
me, I
years.
would have been upset. No damage in that boss fight, and that makes me happy.